Today's video is all about getting help in the Lions secondary. Terrion Arnold went down with a shoulder injury, and it looks like he could be done for the whole year. Don't know the exact status, but it's not good. The Lions have a major hole at that spot. So in this video, we're going to talk about 5 cornerbacks that the Detroit Lions could look to get, whether it be free agency or via trade, NFL trade deadline. Lions are in a Super Bowl window. We need help, and there is help out there. There is help. The Lions can do it. Before we jump into the video, though, the Lions do got a game next week. Sunday Night Football. Huge game, traveling to Kansas City to face the Chiefs. Right now, total over is 51.5. I would take the over. Lions are underdogs at plus 1.5. And favorites are Kansas City at 1.5. Now, generally speaking, they give the home team 3 points. So what they're saying is the Lions are more talented, but it is an away game, so it's going to be tough for Detroit. I think it's going to be a really tough game. Kansas City lost last night. They don't want to go to 2-4. It's going to be a tough one. But let's go ahead and jump into the players that the Detroit Lions could look to get. Now, earlier this week, Heavy.com and a lot of outlets talked about Riq Woolen could be a trade target that the Detroit Lions could get, and this was before the injury of Terrion Arnold. This is a realistic trade partner would look something like this. The Lions trade their 2026 6th-round pick via Jacksonville Jaguars for Woolen and a remainder of his rookie deal. And look, the contract could be made for Tariq Woolen. That's not the big deal. 6th-round pick, the Lions got 2 6 and 2 7s. That's no big deal. He's 6'4", 210 pounds, 26 years old. Out of the draft of 2022 in the 5th round. He's a player that's had an up and down tenure so far. Really good rookie season. He's made mistakes throughout his career. But he's a big guy, and he most definitely would help the Detroit Lions out, right? Because we do have a significant hole at the cornerback position. So to only give up what they would say is a 6th-round pick for him, I would be down for that. Most definitely. That would help the Lions team out. It's going to cost the Lions nothing. He can come and help out, and he would be a net positive. But there's other cornerbacks that the Lions could look at too. It's not just him, right? We have other players that the Lions could get help out, but that's just one of them. So I got a question for you. Name a player you want the Detroit Lions to trade for or sign in the comments right now. It could be any player. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. Next player that I have that the Lions could sign here, not trade for, Stephon Gilmore. He's a free agent right now. Yeah, he's 35. He's an old vet, but he can help out. He was Defensive Player of the Year a couple years back. The 6', 190-pound wily vet played for multiple teams: Minnesota Vikings, New England Patriots, Dallas Cowboys, all sorts. What did he do last year? 40 solo tackles, 0 forced fumbles, 1 interceptions, and 9 pass defense. Understand that he is a free agent right now. So the Lions, they could sign him today if they really wanted to. He has experience in the NFC North. Yeah, he's old. It would be a one-year thing, right? He's not going to be here next year. He's an old veteran, but beggars can't be choosers. And when the Lions need help at this position, we got to go and get that help. We need help. So this would be a cheap option for the Lions. Throw him back there with DJ Reed. That wouldn't be too bad if you ask me. But I do have better options for the Lions. I do. But before we do that, let this know. Today's video is sponsored by my favorite, and that's Omaha Steaks. Why is that? Because I love steaks. I love food. I'm Dutch, but that's one thing I do spend my money on. You can be like me and eating great food as well. Enjoy USDA certified tenderloin steaks, juicy burgers, cozy and convenient comfort meals, plus tailgating favorites such as chicken wings and smash burgers and Big Deli-styled franks. And now during the Red Hot Sale event, you can save 50% off this site-wide sale, plus an extra 20% off select favorites during their early Black Friday sale. You can get 50% off site-wide at HomeOnSteaks.com, plus our listeners get an extra $35 off with the promo code LIONS at checkout. These steaks are fantastic, folks. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm high on the sirloin steaks, and they're the best that I've had. They offer unrivaled quality and a variety of every bite packed by their 100% guarantee. Omaha Steaks has been the original butcher in America since 1917. They're a family-owned company with over 100 years experience in the industry. So visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off the site-wide and extra 20% off the select favorites during the early Black Friday sale. You can get 50% off site-wide on omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get an extra $35 off with the promo code LIONS at checkout. See site for details. Now, here's my favorite trade of all of them and the favorite acquisition for players. This would be Greg Newsome from the Cleveland Browns. This is extremely ideal if you ask me. Greg Newsome is 6 foot tall, 192 pounds, 25 years old, young. The reports are the Lions are looking for a young player. He is definitely that. Still on the rookie deal, drafted in 2021. He could be a good option for the Lions. He absolutely could be. I think this is probably the most ideal, like I was saying before. When you look at Greg Newsome so far, he just started the season, 18 solo tackles, 3 pass defense. This would be a player that can help the Lions out this year and help them out for next year if they wanted to extend him, right? He's on that rookie deal. I think this would be a solid option for the Detroit Lions. It would be solid because we need help, and he's a young player that can get that help in there. Most definitely he could do that. So I got a question for you. Would you trade for Greg Newsome? T for trade, P for pass. Let me know your thoughts. Write me out. Next player that the Lions could do and get. How about this? Rasul Douglas out of the Miami Dolphins. Miami is a S show right now. A lot of bad is happening to that football team, but there is talent over there to get. There is. And Newsome and Rasul Douglas and others are available. And that's what it's all about. But if you want to get Douglas, maybe a 6th round pick. We got 6th round pick, 7th round pick. Maybe you'd have to flip an extra 7th round pick or something of that nature to him. I don't think it'd be the biggest thing in the world. Rasul Douglas, 14 solo tackles, 4 pass defense. Again, he would bring help to this secondary that is reeling for help. Reeling for help. Now, Douglas is not the youngest guy in the world, 30 years old. I know the Lions are looking for a younger guy, but he has plenty of veteran experience, and he immediately would help out. Rasul Douglas is that bigger body guy you can put in the Terrion Arnold spot. It's not going to cost much to get him over to the Lions. Again, a 6th round pick, like I would think maybe a 6th and a 7th. The Lions got 2 6s and 2 7s. They can get it done. And to have the back end of the defense just be stout would be something that would give the Lions fans a lot of relaxed nerves. Because right now, it's scary. Last year, we get ravaged with injuries. Not good. It was bad. And now we're getting ravaged in the secondary. Ennis Rakestraw before the season start. DJ Reed, hamstring. Terrion Arnold, shoulder, chest. Khalil Dorsey, injured. He's going to be out for a while. The Lions are ravaged. So, again, Douglas could be an option, not Douglas MacArthur, but he could be an option for the back end of this defense. And that is something that we need to have. And I'm sure there's going to be other content creators, and there's already articles blowing up everywhere what the Detroit Lions should do and trade targets. And this is going to be happening all the way until the trade deadline. Unless they make a trade before, right? We don't know. But I do 1,000% believe that the Lions are going to acquire a cornerback to help this team out, whether it be free agency or a trade. So, again, name a player you want the Lions to bring in to help this secondary. Any player in the comments below. Another player that the Lions are reportedly interested in is Tre Hawkins, 6'3", 195 pounds. Trinity Valley, he was a 6th-round pick in 2023. Quality player within what? Injury history. That's our scariest. But he is quality. Last year, 8 sole tackles, 1 interception, and 2 pass defense. He's got the talent. We know the talent. But he is the Marcus Davenport of cornerbacks. And that scares me a little bit. Why is that? Because we're always injured. With that said, we took a chance on Tim Patrick last year, and that worked out in a positive light. It sure did. So, he's a free agent. You wouldn't have to trade for him. All you got to do is sign him. He's still dealing with the injury, but reports are he's getting close to being healthy. There's 4 other teams looking at him. The Lions, if they feel like that he could be healthy and help this team out, then do it. Bring Hawkins in. Bring somebody in, because this team is too talented right now to stand pat. We have to have help in the back end of this defense. The defensive line is pretty good. Linebackers are great. Safeties are awesome. It's the corners. And it's only going into week 6. And we've already lost. DJ Reed will come back. He will. So it doesn't have to be a number 1 guy. But it's got to be, in my opinion, it's got to be probably number 2. A corner, wherever you can get it, right? Meek can hold it down, and Rocky Sin can hold it down for just a little bit. But it's going to be tough, right? So they need to get some help there. And I don't care where they get the help from. They just need to get that secondary help. So give me your thoughts. Name a player you want the Lions to sign. With that said, folks, adios.